Most of the candidates who are taking public administration as an optional for UPSC mains exam, they find it difficult to improve their marks, particularly beyond 280 marks. That is how to score 280 marks in public administration. So I'll try to explain how to increase marks in public administration and score around 280. That is, our target is to get 280 plus marks. Alright. So I'll explain this by using the questions which are asked previously in UPSC mains exam. So this was the question asked in 2023 mains. This question has come in 2023 mains. So I'll provide the outlines and what is exactly required in the answer. Alright. So let me read the question once. Public administration horizons have been expanding to cater to the complex needs of citizens in the globalized era. Explain. Alright. So the question is about the scope of public administration. The question is about the scope of public administration. Alright. And the question says that it is the scope of public administration is expanding. It is expanding to cater to the complex needs of citizens. Alright. So there is an expansion of scope of public administration. The reason for expansion is the needs of citizens. The needs of society are increasing. So it is not just increase in the quantity but also the complexity of the needs are also increasing. Alright. So this expansion is because of increased needs of citizens, alright, which are complex in nature, and in the globalized era. So there is a tag called as globalized era. That is, the reason for increased complexity is because of the contemporary world order, particularly the globalization. Alright. So this is the question. That means our answer should clearly say that whatever we are answering, we should prove that there is an increased scope of public administration. Alright. So the answer should start with the significance of public administration. The first point, that is the first 20 words. The first 20 words should be about the significance of public administration. Significance of public administration. So you can use any quote. You can use the definition given or importance given by any thinker. Alright. So that enhances this any quote, right, or any view that signifies the scope of public administration. Alright. So you can use Brooke Adams, you can use Paul Bakers, you can use what you call Gerald Caden. Alright. There are many quotes. Alright. Just use one quote. Start your answer with, alright, at this point. Then say that the scope of public administration, the scope of PUBAD is defined and determined by the scope of state and society. Alright. The scope of state and society. That means it is, so now the answer is about society. Alright. Say that the scope of public administration is determined by the needs of society, and the needs of society are not static. The needs of society are not static. Alright. So this societal needs, the needs of individuals, the needs of society, they are ever increasing. Alright. They are ever increasing. You can use the examples of, right, the needs of society. Earlier it was basic needs. But now the society, the individual is not thinking, the individual is least bothered about the basic needs. Already they have been met. So along with basic needs, today we are seeing a different types of needs to the individuals. particularly in the era of digital governance, right? In the era of a digitalized society. Alright, so in an era where the individual demands, the citizen demands more freedom, more rights. So today we talk about protection of rights. Today we talk about what you call providing of all the what you call services. Alright, so particularly the digital services. Alright, grievance redressal mechanisms. So you can use any of these kind of examples. Use 2 to 3 examples, not more than that. And here, don't try to what you call keep on providing the information. Don't what you call lengthen your answer. Alright, just to give 2 or 3 examples. So use the present day digital governance, the present day what you call needs for protection of rights, right? Present day need for what you call grievance redressals. So use these kind of examples and write the answer and say that. Right, in this what you call globalized era, the public administration should balance both the needs of citizens as well as the needs of what you call other service providers, particularly the markets. Right, so public administration should balance both the needs of citizens as well as the needs of markets. Right, so that is the reason why we say that the horizons of public administration is ever increasing, right? It is ever increasing. That is, there is never, the role of public administration will never come down. The scope of public administration will never come down, right? So this is how you should give the answer. Alright, so use some kind of charts. Remember, provide on charts at least a simple diagram for answering this question. Alright, so when we are talking about needs of citizens, complex needs of citizens, so what are the needs of citizens? Use 3 needs. Right, basic needs. Alright, then now you can call them as meta needs. Alright, grievance redressal mechanisms. Alright, so that is redressal of grievances. Right, so use these kind of basic charts so that you can your answer looks more good. Right, so this is how you can increase your marks. Alright, so follow these kind of simple techniques to increase the marks. Right, so it is not about content, it is about how you are presenting your content, it is about how you are organizing your content. So with what we should start the answer and what we should end the answer. So the answer should be concluded that, right, the best conclusion for this question is, right, we should always support the increasing horizons of public administration. So don't say that the horizons of public administration is coming down, right, because of globalization or because of privatization. The horizons of public administration will never come down. It will never come down. So it always increases. Alright. So these follow these kind of techniques.